Great, great, great. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to this wonderful meetup session on generative AI for software developers on Microsoft Azure. So, I see like a lot of people are joining right now. So I'll keep allowing them as we move forward. So as we are recording this session, so let's get started. You'd be able to get the recording on our YouTube channel. I have shared our YouTube channel link in the chat. So you can follow us on the YouTube. Over there, you will find not only the recording for this meetup session, but for our previous meetup sessions as well. Okay, great. So let me start with this session. Again, welcome everyone to this wonderful meetup session on generative AI for software developers on Microsoft Azure. So myself, Harshit Gupta, I am working as a technical consultant and generative AI practitioner at DataCouch. I have years of experience working in data engineering. Oh, I would request everyone, if you are not speaking, please can you put your mics on mute. If you are not speaking, I would request everyone to put your mic on mute. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Great. So, as I was saying, myself, Harshit Gupta, I am working as technical consultant and generative AI practitioner at DataCouch. So, I have been years of experience while working in data engineering, data science, and recently I have moved towards the generative AI field. As you know, this is quite intrigued, and this is something. This field is something that took everyone's attention over the past last 2 years. So yeah, so I have been also exploring this field, and I'll say myself as a practitioner because a lot of changes and a lot of advancements are going on within generative AI field. So I cannot claim myself as an expert. I am also learning along with you, everyone. So this is my pleasure hosting this meetup for you. So coming to the meetup session, this meetup session is powered by DataCouch. So let me share a few things about what is DataCouch. DataCouch is training, consultancy, and browser-based service providers. So they have been world-renowned training providers, consultancy providers, service implementation providers. We have been working in all the latest technologies such as generative AI, drone, AR, VR, augment testing, blockchain, digital twin, streaming analytics, multi-cloud landscape, and many more. We have been delivering training since last couple of years, and we have trained 150K plus participants across the globe. We have delivered training within 75 plus different technologies, covering topics such as Web3, generative AI, big data, data engineering, data science, DevOps, cloud, and many more technologies. We have experts. We have expert instructors associated with us. They are globally renowned, certified by many Fortune 500 companies. These are some of our footprints where we have make our impression, and we have delivered some of our trainings into. You can see we have delivered to Apple, Google, Visa, MasterCard, Microsoft, uh, Siemens, Neo4j, Walmart, and to many more Fortune 500 companies. Other than that, we are having 3 meetup groups with us named as AI Minds, Generative AI, All Things Data. We do believe in knowledge sharing, and we have a community of 15,000 plus members globally. Till now, we have hosted 200 plus meetup sessions, and we have covered 100 plus technologies during these meetup sessions. So recently, this is one of our achievement. Confluent has chosen as the only global education partner of the year 2023. We won this award in 2022 as well. So we are the only company who received this recognition globally twice in a row. We have also been recommended as the got the award as most recommended AI startup by CIO Insider in 2021 as well. Also, we are the first training delivery partners for the Starburst. So this is a new thing that has been happening right now, and we have some generative AI learning paths as well, specialized generative AI learning paths. So if you are interested in undergoing these generative AI learning path, as we know that okay, this field is changing a lot, and dynamics are changing a lot in the IT domain as well with respect to generative AI. So we have created this specialized courses for everyone. Here, these are persona-based learning paths as per suited by developers, analysts, managers, and executives. So if you are interested, you can contact us on hello@datacouch.io. So we can definitely get in touch with you, and we have some public batches as well that are going on right now. So I'll provide you some details, and maybe if some of you are interested in doing some public batches, then we can connect over there as well. Now, coming to the agenda. So in this particular meetup session, first of all, we are going to see, okay, how Azure is playing role within this generative AI upgradation, and what are the various landscapes available with respect to Azure, what are the various tools and technologies available. So we'll look into that, and we'll then cover some bit of theoretical perspective as well. What are the various tools, technologies available, and and then we will jump off to uh, practical session as well. So in today's demo, I'll let you show. I'll show some enterprise chat examples, how we can create enterprise chats using Microsoft Azure, and how we can work with them, and what are the various options to work on with Microsoft Azure. So starting with why Azure and what is Azure? We know that Azure is a cloud service provider, and it's been available in the market for a long period of time, and one of the most reliable and ongoing, or the go-to option for many of us when coming to the cloud. So it has large scale generative AI model availability with deep understanding of language and code. It enables new reasoning and comprehension capabilities to build cutting edge applications. Uh, it has various writing assistant, code generation, resolving reasoning over data models. Or right now we have models with respect to images and graphics as well. So it detect and mitigate harmful use of with the help of built-in responsible AI, and it provide enterprise grade Azure security as well. So it has all those compliances that we look for, RBAC controls while working with generative AI, and how we can work responsibly with generative AI. All those features are available within Microsoft Azure, and which makes it a go-to option for implementing enterprise level generative AI solutions across the cloud providers. Then coming to the generative AI development stack, we have application layers as 365, Microsoft Dynamics 365, some partner solutions. We have Power BI, Power Apps. So these are some of the common tools and technologies that we were using till now. But these two are the most new tool additions that have been made into generative AI development stack on Azure. So one is Open AI service, and the second one is Azure AI Studio as well. So we will get to see, or we will explore these two services within this particular meetup session, and we'll see some demos on Azure AI Studio as well. Maybe on some of on AI services, Open AI services as well. So in between, I'll be taking some deliberative pauses. If you have any questions, any doubts, please do let me know in the chat, or you can unmute yourself as well. Okay, great. So moving forward, first of all, about Azure Open AI. Like with respect to Azure Open AI, we have already hosted a meetup session with respect to getting started with Azure Open AI. This is the QR code link. You can go through this particular meetup session. Let me share this link in the chat as well. So we have uh, this YouTube video available with us. So you can also go through this video. It has all the informations with respect to, okay, what is Azure OpenAI. If you are new to what is Azure OpenAI, what is generative AI, and you need to know, okay, how to create Azure OpenAI service, how to work with it, how to work with completions, chats. So this is a wonderful meetup session that we did a few weeks back. So let me put down this link in the chat. So you can go through this YouTube video. This has all the details about how you can work with Azure OpenAI. Okay. Now, coming back here, today, what we are going to do, we are going to see some of the tools with respect to Azure AI Studio. Now, this is a recent
खाना मत
edition.
बनाना मेरे लिए, मैं अंडे उबालूंगा.
I request everyone, if you are not having any doubts, to put yourself on mute. Oh, great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Great. So we have this Azure AI Studio, which is a unified platform for developing and deploying generative AI applications responsibly. It has built-in solutions which are faster to pre-build or customize generative AI models using our own data to innovate at scale. It provide a extensive model catalog to choose from. So we have the options with respect to GPT-4 to all the previous models available with us. And then we can craft AI-based solutions as we want. We have the capability as well. We can design applications responsibly, how we can add GDPR compliance or other security perspectives, how we can include them within generative AI applications. So with the help of Azure AI Studio, we can do this as well. It has revolutionized the AI deployment. As when we went on for a demo, we'll get to see, okay, how we can easily work with Azure AI Studio, and how easy it is to work with Azure AI while having a go with Azure AI. Coming to Azure AI Studio capabilities, it let us build our own co-pilots. It enable enterprise chat. It helps us to incorporate multi-modal modality, and it helps us to analyze the speech as well. So we can create our own co-pilots. Now when we create something within the Azure AI, we'll get to see, okay, how we can either host them on web app, or either we can create some co-pilots out of it. Even though we'll see how we can create enterprise chat, that is something, okay, we have some documents with us, and we want to create a GPT on top of that. So that would be a customized GPT, kind of having details details of our organization. Maybe so we are so suppose we are creating a HR GPT. So with respect to our HR documents and whatsoever things are there with respect to our HR policy, we can create our own enterprise chatbot, which and it is very easy. Within few clicks, we can create enterprise chat. So this is something that we are going to see now, and we can operate work with multi-model. So here, when we went to Azure AI, I'll let you see, okay, what are the various models available with us and how we can incorporate multi-models as well within Azure AI. And we can definitely analyze the speech. We can have speech-based models. So we can what we can do. Oh yes, Ganesh, definitely. Yeah, this is something I am referring to. Great. Yeah. So other than that, this Azure AI provides us the capability to include these functionality as well. Right now, as we are dealing with Chat GPT as well, we can write down the prompts using with the help of speech as well. So this is something also available. Also, it includes image analysis as well. Do you have any video on that as well? Oh, yeah, it has image analysis as well. I don't have any specific video to it, but I'll let you show, okay, how we can use the image analysis capabilities as well. Saksham, Azure AI Azure AI, or we'll get to this. We'll get to, okay, what are the, you know, okay, first of all, let me provide you some pricing details with respect to Azure AI. But before that, do we have any questions, any queries till now with respect to Azure AI or something else? Should I move to the pricing section? Oh, great. I see no doubts in the chat. Oh, great. So when we go to the pricing, okay, so this is Azure AI Studio pricing. And if I go to pricing table, here pricing is on the basis of what all services that we want to use. So suppose you want to use Azure AI services, Open AI services, and model catalog, what all models that you want to use. So on the basis of that, we have a pricing, but it is not free for everyone. Like we have this Open AI Studio. So to get access to this, you have to make a request on, okay, I need access on Azure Open AI. So you need to get access to Azure Open AI, and then you need to have account on Azure, and then you can work with Azure AI Studio as well. We'll come to that, but before that, coming to the pricing, on the basis of what all services we choose, uh, uh, what all uh, options that we explore. Like if we are working with Azure AI Search, if we want to do fine tuning, if we want to make some prompt flows as well, if we want to automate the evaluations, want to integrate content safety as well. So now this is a very great option available within Azure AI, that we can integrate the content safety. That is, we can implement responsible AI along with while we are generating or creating generative AI applications. Then on the basis of, okay, enterprise grade production, do we want monitoring, DevOps integration, GitHub actions, real-time endpoints? So on the basis of all these things, pricing change a lot. And as we know, like these pricings are generally based on, okay, how much tokens we are processing and how much uh, things we are using as of now. Okay. So this is something theoretical about with respect to um, Azure AI Studio. But now moving to the demo or the main hands-on perspective, how we can work with Azure AI Studio and Azure Open AI. So to log into your um, to log into Azure Open AI. So we can simply write Azure Open AI uh, login. So we have this website with us, oai.azure.com, and from here we can, let me just show you as well in incognito mode while opening in incognito mode. So it'll ask us to log in. So suppose maybe I use a Gmail which does not have access. Yeah. So if I try to log in with the ID which does not have access to OpenAI, so it'll first of all ask me, okay, you need to request access to Azure OpenAI service. So we need to make access to Azure OpenAI. We need to go to this link and it'll ask us, okay, what are the requirements? What is your first name, last name? Okay, what is your subscription ID? Okay, and your company name, all those details it will ask for, and it will analyze your application. On the basis of that, you will get access to Azure OpenAI. Now, this is with respect to if you are new to Azure OpenAI and you don't know how to create an account. So you need Azure account as well as you need to make a request to Azure OpenAI service as well, so that you can get access to it. I see there is a question in chat how Azure is different from AWS. So, Deepak, this is another cloud service provider. This is with respect to Microsoft. And when we see in the market, we have three different cloud providers which are leading in the market. One is AWS, second is Azure, and third one is GCP. While AWS is the oldest, but Azure is quite a popular among the organizations. If we want to work with, I have seen a lot of organizations working with Microsoft Azure. So it's like that, totally a choice that we want to make here. Either we want to use AWS or Azure or GCP. But when it comes to what makes Azure different, so this was the very first cloud provider who took generative AI to cloud, and they make partnerships with OpenAI. They were the first companies to integrating generative AI on cloud. So we since long Azure OpenAI is available to us, and we can create a lot of cloud-based generative AI applications. AWS also came back into the picture while uh, they introduced some of the you know generative AI tools as well, like AWS Bedrock or some other tools as well, SageMaker as well. So they are also keeping up in the game, and same as with the GCP, Vortex AI, or maybe all other tools and technologies are available. But it's just that, okay, what cloud provider we want to use here as per the requirements of the organization. That's totally a trade-off that we want to make here. Does that answer to your question, Deepak? Okay, great. Great. Coming back here, so this is how we can get access to Azure AI Studio, Open AI Studio, and this is how it will going to look like. On if you see on the top, on the left hand side, we have chat options, completions, Delhi, assistants, deployments, models, data files, quotas. So we have a lot of options to play with, to play in with OpenAI Studio. So if we go to chat here, we can see, okay, we have different options available with us, how we can interact. So this is quite a look like of GPT, Chat GPT we have. It's quite a look like of that. Dhruv, is there is any question? Oh, I see. I guess it was by mistake. So this is quite a look like of okay how we do with you know chat GPT playground. So it's quite similar to that. Here what we can do, we can simply interact with GPT. So okay, uh, what is chat GPT? So similar to that, we can send our queries and it will provide us answers. So also what is great thing here is that we can tweak with the parameters. We have max response, which is responsible for letting us know okay what should be the limit or how long should be the responses. So as we know that we are getting charged on the basis of tokens, the tokens that are generated for our queries or all the doings that we are making here on OpenAI. So if you are just testing it, then I would like to request, okay, we can limit to our responses. Then we have temperature. So temperature is something that controls the predictability. It help us to manage, okay, how surprising the responses would be. So if we are setting the temperature as 0, then it means that model answers would be straightforward, and they will be quite conservative and much like sticking to the basic answers or generate general answers to your queries. So if you want more like you don't want to uh, work with some unpredictable answers, so then we can keep temperature as 0, otherwise we can keep it as 1. Then we have top p. These parameters help to determine okay how varied the responses can be. So at 1, the model will be considered all possible next words. So suppose if we set top p to maybe 0 or maybe 2, let's put it as 0. Now let's again ask, okay, what is chat GPT? So if I, okay, what is chat GPT? Yeah. Okay, let me increase the temperature and then ask this. Your chat, your discussion, write 500 word uh, essay. Okay. So if you see in between, we'll get some of the when we set top P as 0 or we increase the temperature to 1, we get a lot of bogus as well as not working words or maybe unwanted words in between. So this is something that we can set as we work with temperature and top P. Then we have stop sequence. It says okay where to stop once we get that particular word. It will stop in between as well. So suppose we set the 500 word limit and we said, okay, stop when we get the word chat GPT. So it will stop immediately at chat GPT. So that's the use of stop sequence. Then we can use frequency penalty. So this is to control, okay, how frequently we are getting words. So suppose we are getting a particular word like, okay, considering. So we don't want that particular word to uh, get at higher frequency within our responses. So we can set or increase the frequency penalty, and we can work with it. So these are some of the parameters that we can work with. This is chat option. But from here as well, what we can do, we have add your data option. Okay. So now this is quite interesting option. So this is with respect to, enterprise chat option. So here what we can do, we can create our data sources. Okay. So what kind of data sources I am referring to? So suppose I have a document maybe. So I'll upload a file. I'll select, okay, my sample. I'll say, okay, generative AI, my generative AI service, index name, my sample index 001. Okay. So here what I am doing, I am uploading a file within this chat platform. So I'll create a new chat platform for me while it would be referring to my document. So now the answers the chat platform would be that chat platform would provide me would be with respect to the documents that I have uploaded here. Okay. So what we can do, either we can integrate it with blob storage, Cosmos DBs, Elasticsearch, any particular web address as well. So suppose you want to integrate with some third-party applications as well. So, but here I am uploading files. I'm selecting a blob storage that is available within my Azure, and I'm selecting one Azure AI service, search service here. Okay. So I'll say next. I will upload my document. So I have this document with me, Contonso benefits. So this is about uh, this is about two of the health benefits that we or the health policies, Contonso health policies we have. So here are the health policies described in this document, and now when we'll be asking about some of the health policies or maybe in general, so it will be very much specific to a Contonso. But if we remove the data source, then the answers would be general. But if we use or we create a data source, then it would be very specific to a that particular data source. And even what we can do, we can publish these on or we can create web app with the help of uh, these. Okay, API key next. These services. Okay, save and close. Now ingestion is in progress, so it will create or it will train this particular chat platform for me on these documents. So once that is done, what we'll do some uh, chatting or we'll try to get some responses out of it with respect to these documents. And also what we can do, we can create a new web app on base of this, or we can create a co-pilot as well. Can you see here our new co-pilot in Copilot Studio? So we can simply go to create a co-pilot out of it as well, or we can create a new web application on the top of this particular chat. So once this is done, I'll let you show, okay, how we can do this. But other than that, we have some other options such as completions, DALI, how to work with DALI. So we can create some images using DALI, or we have some assistants available with us. We can create our own assistants and work with them. So this is something about Azure Open AI. While this is okay, it will take a bit of time. Ingestion will take a bit of time. So once until this is happening, do we have any questions, any doubts till now? What we are doing as of now? Okay, so suppose we have a requirement in which we want to create a chat GPT like applications with respect to our specific company documents. Then we can use this chat playground option, and we can add our own data with respect to the organization documents, such as maybe uh, HR documents or HR policies, company policies, onboarding policies, or something like that. So we can create applications out of it. Now I have this uh, data with me. I have uploaded my files. If I go to advanced settings, I get to see these two options. Well, first one is strictness. This says that okay, how much I'll stick to my document. Okay, if I keep it as one, it will not stick very much to my document. It will try to add some general perspective as well within the responses. But if I go to 4 or 5, then it says okay, I'll get responses very restrictive to the document. Okay, so we don't want our responses to be generalized, or maybe we add some additional things out of the internet. If we want to stick to our documents, then we can keep it as 5. And how many documents that you want to retrieve, or how many documents you want to work with, so we can select the option as well. Okay, so these are some of the advanced settings that we can make while creating our own chat playground. So now I'll say okay, which what all health benefits do I have? Okay. So now this is quite a generic statement. Okay, so let me show you the file that I have. So if you see, I have this file with me, and this is quite a basic file like the policies we have. So this is quite okay, we have this policy, we have this health benefit with us, and this is the description. This is the health benefit with us, this is the description. What are the comparison of the plans? So if you see, these are not quite like okay, uh, tabular manner or point based or something very specific. Now we have created the paragraphs. Now our chat platform will get trained on this particular document, and it will provide responses to us. Okay. So similarly, if we have some, question answer based documents, and on the basis of that questions, we can train our chat playground, and we can work with it. That would definitely work with us. Okay. So this is and if you want to deploy them to a new web app, we can simply click on new web app. We can provide a name. We can select a subscription. Okay, what pay as you go subscription? What is the resource group that you want to work with? Okay, location, in which location you want to get it available, what are the pricing plans, and we can simply deploy them. Okay, so this is quite a easy to create a chat playground and then deploy on a web app. So suppose if we are an organization and we are looking to create our HR GPT, so we can simply do it, or maybe we can create a co-pilot out of it. So we can go to Copilot Studio and we can create a co-pilot out of it. So this is something which is also possible. Okay. Now coming to Azure AI Studio, if you see, I have created this AI platform, AI Studio for me. So it's quite easy for everyone to create this. So we can simply create our AI application, and then we can click on Launch AI Studio, as it will take some time to create this application for everyone. So that is why I have created it beforehand. I launch AI Studio. I go to here. It'll look like this. If you check this out, this is quite a similar to OpenAI Studio. We have chat option, chat playground option. So we can do the same thing from here as well. Add your data or do things like that from here as well. Okay. So this is also possible within Azure AI Studio. We can create assistants. We can work with assistants. Okay, I want to create a new assistant for me. I can simply click on plus create. I can provide some prompts. Okay, what all instructions should be there, and I can create new assistants for me. How to work with images. I have images sections. And then I need to provide some prompts. Okay, this is the prompt that you want to work on, and then we can simply create on it. So suppose we want to write down some code and we need to get to see, okay, what all code should be there. So we can click on view code. We can get the code from here. We can quickly copy this code. We can put down our endpoints, our API keys here. We can replace them and we can start working on the coding applications as well. So suppose you want to work in Python, JSON, Java, Go. So whatsoever the language you want to work with. So you want to work with image playgrounds, you can simply go to image playgrounds, view code. You can have a boilerplate code with you. You can make some adjustments as per the requirements, but this is quite easy to work on with. So that's the case with the chat option as well, chat playground as well. So we can get the coding from here as well. Okay. So we have code preview as well. So this is something. Okay, we can launch VS Code from here. We can directly uh, initialize VS Code. Okay, let me just start from here. Okay, let me just close this. Yeah. uh, on the web. I want to open it on web. So now this VS Code will be integrated with my this particular Azure subscription. I can directly upload my files. I can open my pre-existed documents or maybe new files. I can create some. Now this is already integrated with my Azure subscription, so I can directly start working with on maybe OpenAI codes or Azure AI codes. Okay, so this is how I can integrate some my very basic. Uh, okay, if I go to codes, here I can write down my codes as well. I can create my codes. I can start working on writing applications for me. How suppose I want to create image applications. I can go here, copy. I'll create some codes here. Okay, create new file in this. So that's image playground dot py. Okay, I can simply paste this code here. I can change my API key endpoint. I can write down my prompt, whatsoever prompt is there, and I'm ready to execute my code here. So it's quite easy to work with when we are having AI Studio or we are working with Azure Open AI. So similarly, what all we can do, we can fine tune our codes as well. So suppose you want to fine tune a model within Azure AI Studio, I can click on fine tune. What all model I want to use? I am currently using GPT 3.5 Turbo. I'll confirm. Okay, I want to fine tune this model. So it will ask, okay, what version of model you want to use? What is model suffix? Okay, what is Azure connection? I'll go to next. I'll provide my data, what data set I want to use. So suppose I want to upload some external files here. I can simply upload them. I have some organization policies or maybe files specific to organization. I can train my models on that, fine tune them. And once they are ready, once these models are ready, this fine tuning will take a lot of time. We know that. So once these models are ready, then they will be available in this model catalog. So if I go to model catalog, I get my fine-tuned model here as well. But here some of the generally available models are also there. So 1,673 models as of now are available to choose from. So we have GPT-4o, GPT-4 32K tokens, 16K tokens. So a lot of options we have to select from. Even though we can run down some evaluations as well on our models. So suppose we created, okay, we want to check the performance of various models and we have multiple fine-tuned models with us. We want to evaluate their performances. We can create new evaluations. Okay, go here. What are the question or the answers that we want to get? Okay, on the basis we can run down some of our evaluation tests as well. Now that's a great option. That's prompt flow. We can create our own prompt flows as well. Suppose we have some chat assistants with us and we want to create the prompt flow. Okay, suppose this is the prompt, then there how we should search for the solution of that flow. That could be possible with the help of prompt flow. So this is something that we can do. We can do a lot of things with Azure AI Studio. Now that's just a glimpse of, okay, what all is available and what all we can do with respect to Azure AI Studio. Now this is just a glimpse. There is no doubt. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So this is with respect to, okay, Azure AI, how we work with Azure AI Studio. Coming back here, okay. Uh, we have a upcoming public batch. We have an upcoming public batch in which we are going to the details, in which we are getting into the details how we can use generative AI for software developers, how you can run down the codes, how you can create the codes, how you can work with them, how to use keys, how to use APIs, how to get access to them. So this is where something you can register. So let me just share this link in the chat. So if you are interested, you can register yourself into this, and I'll open it here as well. Yeah, here. So this is the session that is going to be there. So if you are interested in knowing, okay, in detail how to work with generative AI with respect to software developers, this is quite intrigue training or in-depth training in which we'll get start with, okay, from the basics, and we'll go to the advanced sections, how to work with LLMs, how to work with OpenAI, how to work with Azure AI Studio in detail. So this meetup session is just a glimpse of, or very initial understanding of what we are going to cover here. So we'll get to see a lot of codes in the course itself. That, okay, how we can write down these applications, how we can write down these codes, how to work with them, how to deploy these applications. So this is something that we are going to cover in this course. So if you are interested, you can register yourself here. I have shared the details within the chat. But other than that, if there is any doubt, any questions for me, then please do let me know. Okay, what will be the duration of the event? Uh, are you asking about the course that I'm referring to? Yeah, upcoming one. Yeah. So if you see, all the details are here. So this is, I guess, 3 day or 5 day training it would be. It would be a 3 day or 5 day training. So 8 hours maybe. So we have multiple batches available to this. So if you see 29, we have multiple batches, multiple options available here. So you can get all these details here. I have shared this link in the chat. So also I have shared one feedback form link. I would request everyone to fill that feedback form. How was this meetup session? This is just a glimpse how we can work with Azure OpenAI or Azure AI Studio. The main or the in-depth details would be in this particular public batch we are having the coming up 29 June, starting 29 June. So this is in-depth training. If you are interested in doing this training, then you can register here. Or you can contact us at uh, hello at datacouch.io. So this is our mail ID. You can get the details from here as well. Yeah. So also you can follow us on our YouTube channel. We will be putting the recordings on the recording of this meetup session and all our previous meetup sessions as well. So if I go to YouTube here, and if I go to DataCouch, just want to show here. Okay. So here you can see we recently have a meetup session on how to use RAGs on Amazon Bedrock, how we can get started with Azure AI, how to get started with Apache Airflow, introduction to generative AI on GCP, what is generative AI, prompt engineering essentials. So a lot of videos are there, and if you see on the live sections, these are most of our meetup sessions that we have hosted. So you can also get access to this meetup sessions, and you can follow us on the YouTube. Yeah. If you have any doubts, any questions, then please do let me know. I'm here, happy to help. So this is all from my side for this particular meetup session. But if you are interested more about learning, okay, how we can work or leverage generative AI with respect to software developers, we have this upcoming public batch. You can register yourself here. I have shared the link again in the chat. A recent link. It is the upcoming public batch on uh, how to use generative AI for software development on Microsoft Azure. Yeah. So if you are interested in having in-depth training session, this meetup session was quite a introductory based session or very fast 1 hour session to this. But in this particular training session, we'll get to the depths, how to write the codes, what are the various things to take care, how to work with LLMs, how to fine tune them, how to optimize them, what are the various parameters uh, to worry about or to take on. So all those things would be taken care in this particular training session. Yeah. So this I have shared the survey link as well in the chat. I'd request everyone to fill the survey form as well before leaving this meetup session. And thank you so much, everyone, for taking out time joining this meetup session on this weekend. I know it's quite difficult for us to take out some time on weekend, and I see a lot of members have joined across the globe as well. So it's quite a different time zone that you're working in. So much appreciated, everyone, for joining this particular meetup session. Thank you so much. Please fill out survey form, and if you have any questions, any doubts, do let me know. Other than that, I guess we are done for this session. Yeah. Thank you so much. See you in next or maybe other meetup sessions. Great. Thank you so much. Mentor is not finding the please try. Okay. I know that we can upload different formats to chat generation, but yes, there is better format that understands. So upload a document in question answer format or a document presentation format or some it's a shows, but also update